Okay, just on a little multi-dispatch run here. Yeah, it was in Quetta or Quetta, I don't know how you pronounce it. Quetta to Delaram, and then from Delaram we're going to Kandahar. Yeah, it's just gone 12 in the afternoon. 7:54, 7 hours 53 minutes to the first drop off.
Go straight on.
Top gear. Back of the net. Well, you have to drive on the left here. Pakistan, I think. So it's like being back home in Britain. Three-quarters of a tank. 9% damage. Do a little bit of cruising, I think. Cruise mode on now. Speed and life. Well. Nice clear view anyway. Well, glad to say mother's home from hospital. She had a fall about 5 days ago and they suspected a minor heart attack. That's what made her fall. But apparently now they don't think it was that. I think she just fell. She has got Alzheimer's and dementia. But not in the very stages where she doesn't know yet. So, yeah, a little fall in the house, but you know, she wasn't down for long, and you know, she wasn't hurt. It wasn't a bad fall. So, So they said, oh, well, it's probably best to check up in the ambulance, you know, get an ambulance. Oh, God, it's 2 hours the ambulance had come. And my brother sat outside the hospital in the ambulance for 7 hours. Then she got in the hospital and was put on a gurney in the hallway for a day and a half. Then she got a room at 10:30 at night. It was like a holding room before she went on the proper wards. No telly or nothing like that. She was in there for 3 days. 3 days or more. Then she got a room in the proper heart wards. In there, 3 days. Come out today. After the checks. Oh, she was alright and that. It is hard work. Puts you off going to the hospital. And the day before yesterday, I seen a mate of mine, Freddie B, walking in. Now he's bad with his liver damage. I haven't seen him for a while, but he looked very pale. And so he'd gone into A&E. Said he was vomiting all the time. But you just know you're gonna be there right through the night. And the next day, felt sorry for him on his own. So, hang on. Well, they've changed lanes now. We're driving on the right now. Yeah, so poor Fred, he must have been there. I mean, the next day. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's not the staff's fault or nothing. It's just they're just understaffed, aren't they? And not enough doctors. Yeah, I mean, my lad, he went in. He's got kidney stones, and he was in pain. He had to go. Oh God, he was there. Through the night I was with him, and early hours he said to me, "I'll just get off." So I did, got my head down. He was still there in the afternoon, waiting. In the evening he was still there waiting in pain. It's just, if you can't stay away, you know what I mean? I mean, some people, they're going into A&E with ridiculous things. They cut the finger, or you know, the slightest bloody thing. You know, that's holding things up. I was there once, and a girl, she there burnt her hand with boiling water. You know what I mean? And I remember she was right through, and in the end he sent her home. You know, a bloody blister. You know, oh, you'd think it was the end of the world for them. Am I gonna die? The worst thing is you go there the weekend, you know, and all the drunks there, loads of tramps who hang around there. Yeah, not very nice. Oh, God. So anyway, home today. So she feel much better now being at home, you know. I think though, when she fell, my brother got cameras there, you see, and he seen her on the floor. But she was trying to get herself up, you know, but she hadn't really hurt herself. I think she sort of slid down the side of the couch and off. And no doubt when the ambulance came, you know, they always have to cover themselves, don't they? And they say, well, Yeah, go and get the hospital and get checked up. You know, because she has had heart attack before and fell. But
Get ready to turn left.
they really did. That's good showing you right that there. I'm gonna go straight on. I've seen that before when you have a
Turn left.
little bit there and then back on again. Oh, that's why, because that's the way the road is, isn't it? I thought it was two-way. Bloody head's tracking.
Go straight on.
Come on. I'm trying to reset it and then move my head and reset. I don't know why it does this. Come on. There. Oh no, it won't go back. Oh, come on. Jesus. Yeah. I think if I was there, I'd have gone, oh man, you're gonna be there forever. But she was like... I think from falling, someone was there within 25 minutes. Well, I don't know how long she'd been on the floor, but... Yeah, it wasn't hurt or nothing. Because I think it was more detrimental to her health doing that. Especially when you've got dementia and that. Because you're there all the time asking, where am I, what's happening? Because when she was there, she thought she'd been beaten up by two girls. I've been battered by two girls. How could they do that? I'm an 80-year-old woman and all that. That's what she believed. So, you know, and then it's when am I going home, when am I going home, it's just no good for her. I think it was more detrimental to her health, that, than what she went through. But it had to be done, because you just never knew if it was an heart attack, you see. But, I don't know, I think I'd have just gone, Mama, you're alright, do you have any pains and anything? And she felt alright, knowing that, you know, all that was going to happen. God, yeah, just horrible. Felt sorry for me brother, because he got the worst of it. Because he was with her, you know, and the 7 hours in the bleeding. 7 hours in. Come on, why isn't it going? Why is it in neutral? Got it in first. This bloody gear stick's playing up. Yeah, he got the worst of it, like 7 hours in there, and then the Aussie, he had to stay overnight. You know, and it's just all people bleeding out in the bleeding hallways and noise and all that. Yeah, so now, I mean, we're all in our 60s. Another two brothers and a sister. So now it's 24/7. We used to do a day on, day off. Sleep there, you know. So now it'll have to be sleeping there. One turns up, the other one goes. Somebody else turns up, the other one goes, and sleeping there all the time and that. And I just haven't got the bloody, well, no one has time to do it. That's why people put them in care homes in it and all that. worst of it is, she always said, oh, I don't want to get dementia, and she did. I don't want to go to care home, but, you know, it might come to that point. There's only one girl, you see, so, you know, washing her and all that's left to her. And I can't expect that from her all the time. But her sister's in a care home, you know, local, nice. It's great for them, it's 24/7. You know, they're looked in on. They're a community, aren't they? And bingo there and all that, you know. And her sister's got dementia. She doesn't know what day of the week it is, but she's just there singing her head off all day long. You know, and I think it is a better environment, really, with nurses and, well, whatever they're called, care workers, and they're looked after, fed, washed. There's little community parts, you know, and all that. Whereas if they're just stuck in the house in a chair, you know. Yeah, we just told my sister Betty, you know, she was like that at first. Where am I? What's this? We told her it was her building, she owned it. And the people stayed there with you. She thinks she owns the building. And the people are just renting it off her. She's the boss. And she's happy as Larry there. So it's a decision we'll have to make. I don't want to do it, but, you know, my own mother, she had to do it to her mother. Remember, she had heart problems, and when she was in a care facility where she lived, an old people's place, but it was more open. There was no nurses there, and they had all, you know, alarms and pull strings and all that. And my mum was her carer, but she couldn't stay with her 24/7. And when her mum had the heart attack, you know, this hospital said she cannot be left alone for a second. And when it gets to that, you have to either have in place someone there 24/7. So that's what we'll be doing, you know what I mean, at present. Or you'll go into a care home. And the same happened with her. She had to put her mother there, and, you know, you're lying to them. Her mum never had Alzheimer's or nothing. Excellent memory, the lot. And she would go, Maureen, what am I doing here? And she was telling her the place where she lived had gone on fire, burnt down. And this is emergency accommodation and all that. I don't think she bought it, but there was no other option. That was it. In fact, today when we were leaving, my brother mentioned, you know, we got stairs, but she's getting a stair lift in a month's time, and a walk-in shower. And he was talking about, you know, mobility and that. And after the doctor said we could leave, you know, and then they said, oh, the doctor said, well, we'll send the physio. And I was waiting. An hour later, the girl come in. It wasn't the physio. I was telling her, said the doctor said she can go, and she went, oh, she never told us. I said, yeah, we're waiting for the physio. She said, you won't see no physio today. I said, tomorrow. I went, what? So we're all geared up, ready to go. My mum, she was so relieved when I told her she could go. I thought, no, she can't have another night of this. So the nurse went, yeah, you won't get no one from physio here till tomorrow. So I had to say, oh, look, forget the physio, she doesn't need it. And she didn't. Go in one ear and out the other anyway. It's like a dietitian telling you something, innit? And she said, yeah, well, what the physio will do, she'll check her standing up, sitting down, walk there, walk back, She'll have a few steps for it to... And if she failed that, said we can't let them go. So I just definitely went then. I said, look, forget the physio, we're going, and that's it. Because I think once they say that, there's nothing you can do about it. Because I think that's what happened to my mum's mum. You know, they must have said, if you're not there 24/7, then you just can't go. I don't think you can go against that. Then she would have been in longer there until we'd organised somewhere to go straight into her care home, you know. So I wasn't having that. Anyway, here's Journey's End. Della Ram. So the lovely section just before this. That's not right.
Left and then turn left.
Yeah, lovely part of the road before this. Been a bit boring this one.
Turn left.
Whoop. Someone's washing hanging out the window there.
This is where it ends.
Okay. It's the end of the world as we know it. I can start it like this, but I'm just guessing from then. I have to look outside, there's no other option. I'd love to just do it with me mirrors, like, where are we? Oh, it wasn't a bad guess, it was on the track, like. I think I'd have overdone it though, I think. To straighten up, yeah, I'd have still been turning there. Terrible angle I've got now. In fact, no, I'm gonna go straight. I should have had a look out the front really to see what I've got. Just hoping nothing's there now, I can't remember. I'm in the other way, Harry. Probably would have been better going out the bloody gates. Oh yeah, awful angle. That doesn't really help that. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I'll have to go back up there again, I think. Back up here. Yes, I can swing this around. Oh yeah, made it. Jesus. It's overshot. I could carry on here, but it's a real right angle jackknife. Straighten up, man. Terrible. Have a look what that's like. That's an angle to come in on. Yeah. poo-poo. Wasn't very good. Okay, on to our next job. Let's detach that. Here's a load of poo, that.
The current delivery has been completed. Your final load has been assigned.
Thank you, multi-stop dispatch companion. Right, so I'm in the same place, am I? Yeah, Dragon Oil. So I don't have to leave. I can get the job from here. There, and it's a helicopter. Yes, that's the one. To Kandahar. I've done them the wrong way round, so I've got to go back. Anyway, take job. I did have them in and then I forgot to bloody save it. Right, where am I? That's not a helicopter. Oh, it's too late now. What I should have done is, you can change the trailer, you see. And you can scroll through them and there would have been one with a helicopter on. It's the end of the world as we know it. I think I better put me wipers on.
Get ready to turn right.
Back the way we
Turn
came. Bit of a nuisance, like. It's only just over 4 hours anyway, like. $18 ton. Dark by the time we get here. Bloody head tracking. Yeah, messing about. Right there now. Playing up. Better. This. Yeah, not a lot to see here, but as expected, I suppose. I think I'll do a little jump to the next one, driving back up here again. No, buggered that up. Tired now, boss. I could have went straight then. I was going at it blind and I thought I might come a cropper here. Quetta went dark then. Take that. In your AI eyeballs. Yeah, it's just here now. Kandahar. Let's have the Bobby Dazzlers on. Yeah, eat Bobby Dazzler that. You alright, you? Oh, hello. I think I'll get some petrol while I'm at petrol. Diesel. While I'm here, probably be cheap as chips. Oh, 23 pence back of the net. Oh, smashing that. Now come on behind. Did you ever notice how close they park to you as well? Must they sort that out with AI? Sometimes you made a bad turn and then you got to back out and they're sitting right on top of you. Come on, wake up. Why have you gone into one? Something not right with this bloody gear stick. It was in 5 low.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Flaming, eh?
It was a nice ride.
Oh, look at that. Oh, must be awkward to get there, so we'll try that, I think. Doesn't look too bad. Famous last words. Skate across here. I wonder if we can just have enough length to come back straight into it. See, oh god. maybe not. Ooh, gonna get in yet, I think I'll make it. Yeah. Okay. Everybody's talking about kinky boots. Oh, kinky boots. Everybody's doing it. Picking a nose and chewing it. Everybody's doing it now. Yeah. Beautiful. Well, folks, I'm sorry to have bored you, but I hope you enjoyed that bit of a boring trip. Catch you on next one. Ta-ra.